Welcome to another episode of GreedyCraft, where today we're getting some serious base upgrades. So here we go. I've been pretty busy in between episodes. Added this whole other section onto the left hand side of the base. Still got this top bit here to get rid of, but yeah, it's still like the location of our bed and our power setup and stuff. But yeah, planning on moving that into that top bit. And yeah, decided we needed a bit more room. Actually removed all of that Tinker's glass we had, mostly because you can't use a building gadget to place it, so a bit of a pain every time we do it. And yeah, planning on moving all these machines to different parts of the factory. But yeah, lots more room, lots more space, lots of stuff removed. Got rid of that whole balcony part. Obviously things are still a little bit of a mess, but so much room for activities. But probably the main thing I need to get sorted is this applied energistic system. So I'm going to look at making this mass assembler from lazy AE2, and that's kind of a way you can get away without having to have all these like different molecular assemblers and ME interfaces holding all your patterns. Probably check on that middle bit there, and probably get rid of all of this canola power as well. Not really planning on using it, so it's kind of handy. It does make a little bit of power, but it's definitely a bit of an eyesore where it is. And I kind of want to get rid of this whole canola farm as well at the front, and maybe move the entrance to the center there. So yeah, bit of work to do there. Redid all of the lights as well. Don't look too closely; they're not quite symmetrical everywhere, but yeah, that took a fair bit. Yeah, definitely the thing I want to get started on is making this mass assembler. And this has like a couple of components. It's probably going to be a couple of machines we need to make when we're doing it. I think it's kind of similar to most of the big multi-block machines where you've got like a frame. And then you've got like, I think the crafting co-processors work kind of like the normal co-processors. Not entirely sure. Yeah, in Lazy AE2 you'll see we've got pattern provider. This is the thing that holds all the different crafting patterns. I just didn't have it saved up at the top bit. That's going to replace the ME interface we got there, and we don't need the molecular assemblers anymore either. All of this stuff is going to have to get moved. Probably going to set up like some interfaces and have actual auto crafting set up. I think would be quite nice. And yep, been smelting a lot of stone because I needed a lot of factory blocks, and I mean a lot. And also all the way up here, I moved the solar panels that I used to have hooked up to just the AE system. And also finally set up some of those mechanism wind turbines we got. And they've been nerfed a little bit. They have been nerfed a little bit. Only making about 22 AF a tick, and they're pretty much as high as you can get them. The solar panel's pretty good though, so that's pretty cool. And there's just like a little bit of power to make up for the fact that we're going to lose our canola. The first thing we need to make is these mass assembler frames. And Fluix steel is probably the most annoying part, but you can use this Fluix aggregation machine. It's just like coal dust, Fluix dust, and iron. And that's gonna require some components. And can be used for other stuff as well, like making Fluix crystals easy, some other crafting components we might need. Yeah, just quite handy. So this dude, we don't really have a lot of stuff for him. Hoppers are pretty easy. This engineering thing, ooh, actually not that far away. We need another carbonic flux complex. That's just some Fluix dust missing. That's pretty easy. All right, so some carbonic flux. This should still missing quartz glass, easy. This will get us our float logic unit, and then we're missing. All we're missing is this meta condenser, and that's pretty simple. Nice. Fluix aggregator, and this is a really handy machine. Just makes some of the more awkward crafts a little bit easier to do. And quest rewards, ooh, nice. Like a diamond, cool. And I think for now, because we're going to move all of this stuff, you can kind of just get wedged in there. And that'll be cool. Right, so if we're going to be making these EMA patterns, we need a bunch of flux steel. So iron, flux dust, pulverized coal. We've actually got a flux dust processing. Probably need to crush up some coal. And oh, hey. So we make a pattern for this frame. We'll at least see what sort of stuff we're missing. I don't know how big we need to make this guy, but we'll go a decent size, I think. So we try and craft, I don't know, 48 flux steel. So yeah, I'm probably going to need even more than that. So crafting up a bunch of flux steel is probably going to be the go. Nice. We'll just get a bunch of that crafting. Steal these speed acceleration cards out of this guy. And we kind of just have to wait for the stuff to process. As for other stuff we're going to need, got all that taught, those are taught. Yeah, I guess we probably just need to try and craft some of the stuff, right? 10 of them. Nice. Hey, pretty quick to craft. So yeah, I'm not sure quite how big we want to go with this guy. Kind of want him sort of in the center, as much in the center as we can get. Yeah, a bit of a gap around the back in case we need to run cables. Should be pretty cool though. About that big. There we go, that looks not too bad. Kind of small, but probably pays to start slightly smaller. We can always expand it, and this way we don't have to break our storage system before we got this guy finished. Alright, and crafting a bunch of vents. And if my maths is right, we should need 92, maybe slightly less. So we've got a couple of bits we're going to stick in the middle. And nice. So with these crafted, we can fill in this frame, and hey, hopefully we can use building gadgets. Probably can't. No, invalid block. That makes sense. Probably some sort of data associated with it. Oh, and looks like we're a little bit short. I actually just need 2 more because I've got 2 bits to stick in the front of this dude. So we also need one of these controllers and oh, short some flux steel. So lucky we're making a bit more of this. And oh, that should be enough for that. So we've got the mass assembler controller. This sounds like a thing you definitely need. Yeah, one of these dudes, and then there was also the I/O port. I can't remember exactly what this is used for, but it sounds like you'd probably want to input output for it. Maybe this is where you like hook in your network to hook it up to the ME drive. Well, not the ME drive, the ME controller. And short some more flux steel, but nice. Bit of that there. And then we just need a couple of those vents, not frames. Almost made the wrong thing. Couple of vents, and this should probably be the multi-block. I don't know if it's going to form without all the components, but yeah. So fill that in, we got this controller and a vent. Could not assemble multi-block. Alright, I think everything's in it that we need. I think I've missed anything. And maybe you need like at least one pattern thing or one processor inside it first. So I guess we try and do that. So we tried to make one of, because we try to make a coprocessor or crafting coprocessor, missing crafting coprocessing unit. So just need to teach a recipe for that. And probably need the recipe for this dude. And we're also going to have to go and find an AE2 meteor. And is that one over there? It kind of looks like it could be one. And oh, no, that's not a meteor. That's like a. Ooh, I haven't even been here. Nothing particularly amazing. I mean, I guess take the diamonds. They're always nice. Sure, take some of this. And the spawn stuff, right? Yeah, spawning pigmen. Surely there's a AE2 meteor out here. Hey, right there, Skystone. Just a little fella, junk in his chest. Should be enough to get us started, I think. Probably still going to need to find a bigger one. probably going to need to craft some more of those, just the normal AE2 circuits as well. We can get silicon from sand or quartz dust. Sand, there we go. Grab some sand, chuck it in this dude. Hey, silicon. And then we just need some redstone. And we can make easy circuits with these very handy machines. And definitely flog the speed upgrades too. So we're going to need a bunch of these components for crafting all these pattern things that go inside this big multi-block. Definitely a thing that we're going to need. We got a co-processing unit. I mean, I guess I just try and make one for a start. He just needs a calculation processor. That was a pure Certus quartz. And hey, we've got some. I guess we just do this. Nice. And now I think we can get a co-processing unit. Oh, missing a massively parallel processor. It's just a resonating crystal. Ah, that's right, that wasn't too bad. Some skystone dust. We needed some ender pearl dust. So we just crush an ender dust. Oh, pulse centrifuge. Pulverizer, yeah. Well, I guess we just pulverize a bunch of these. These guys go in here. So easy. Flog the speed upgrades. Oh, and chuck them in there, and hey. And done. Cool. So I think this should let us make this co-processing unit. Nice. One of them, and I think we'll need one of those pattern dudes as well. And, oh, hey. Wow, I didn't realize the 1K storage components were so cheap. Definitely want to be teaching that. So we just try and get one pattern provider, we need one flux dust. Wow. Get some of them. Let's just try to assemble this dude. Try and get a pattern provider. Nice. One pattern provider. And let's see if this guy will assemble with just one of each. It's probably stick like co-processing units down there, but oh, multi-block assembled. Awesome. And now we can just check patterns in this top bit. Not sure what that does. Cool. And yeah, I'm assuming we just like hook our interface into there. And we should be able to use it like a multi-block. Now do we set an import? Oh, that's definitely not setting an import output. Not that I know what an input or an output would do on this guy, but it might be something we want. Oh, no, that just breaks it as well. Okay. I guess somehow we hook this dude up to our system, right? Oh, maybe we need like an interface on him. Hook that there. No. Okay, so we hook that. Oh, I'm going to just hook it up like that. So I'm not sure what the input output does. But cool. And this should be using one channel, hopefully. So I think now if we like grab a pattern, like I guess piston. We take that piston out of there. We chuck them in here. And if we go and try and craft a piston, hey, he's there. We craft them. Boom, done already. Nice. So that is definitely how this thing works. So we can now get all of our patterns out of those dudes, tidy up all of these cables, put all of our patterns into this guy, and that's going to be pretty boring to watch. I go for like a line of co-processors down the bottom and then just fill the rest with these dudes. Could be kind of cool. But yeah, moving all that stuff. That's going to be a mission. Probably move this guy somewhere as well. But yeah, just gonna do this off camera. Maybe do a little bit more on the base as well, and we'll come back. And this will be tidied up. This will be tidied up. We will have a fully set up, tidy AE system. It's going to be great. And it's done. Yep. I've been doing a bit. It's been a while since we did the last part of the recording. So, there is a lot of stuff to cover. Probably one of the most exciting things is, we can come over here and open up our crafting thing. And that is thanks to this dude right here. The wireless terminal. Pretty easy to make. Like, none of this is too bad. Think a bit of this stuff. A little bit annoying to craft, but nothing too major. Nothing too major. Should have made it a while ago, to be honest. Gear-wise, I think all of our gear is the same. But yes. Yep. Way more space. Moved some stuff around. We're ready to expand the turbine out the side and out the back. And hey, worth noting too, this guy's running at maximum power that he makes. And we're at 10% full on the core. So, I mean, in theory, we should be able to run, like, presuming that you can make heaps more steam. Like, can we run like 10, I don't know, 10 turbines off one reactor? That would be pretty sick. I don't know if it's that extreme, but it is extreme reactors, so maybe. Moved this stuff around. This dude was making diamond stuff. Actually did duplicate some seeds that I've planted. And, oh, I never hooked up the farms to this guy, so I need to do that. Oh, there's a missing block. And I don't have any on me. Yep, there's still odd bits and pieces missing around the place. But yeah, we have this whole other side of the factory, redid all the lights, and found out that some stuff's not quite symmetrical, which is why we've got like weird bits like this. But hey, pretty cool. Still odd bits and bobs here that aren't automated, but things like glass patterns, just auto crafting. Obviously, haven't made many recipes for this. Like some of the alloy stuff's going to be cool once we get it set up, but I'm kind of just doing them as I need them instead of going through and doing a bunch of stuff. This guy's a little bit ugly because he can't import and export on the same face, which is a little bit of a pain. And yeah, he also can't have power from the other side. Potentially could put like some sort of facade on him and have the power in the middle. Could do that, tidy it up a bit, which would mean we could, yeah, completely have this free at the back, which could be cool. Yeah, odd bits and pieces still down here. Like our carpenter's not automated at all. These dudes are set up, keeping redstone and compressed diamonds in stock, which is keeping these guys full of this. So then we can just auto craft like the different mechanism circuits, or the alloys, the enriched alloy and the other alloy, and the diamond one as well. These ones aren't quite done yet, but yeah. This took a while. Move all of these forges, and we're going to have one more sitting beside him, so that should be kind of cool. I don't know how much bigger it is. So the Cosmic Forge. In fact, he's not big. He's just expensive. And not sure what I'm putting in here yet. I was going to put the draconic crafting stuff, but it's an even number. So there's not like a middle block. Hence why that's there. But yeah. And our ore processing. This will be automated. Got stuff keeping in stock. So eventually we'll just put all the ores in here, and then we just chuck our ores straight into our system, and they end up processed. This guy works, just sitting here. He's just got the sink underneath. So maybe we'll look at ore quadrupling, but then there's a lot more setup, which potentially we could use that space over there, but I mean, this is pretty tidy. It's a pretty compact setup, aside from like this kind of thing, but yeah, not bad. These guys just rearranged a bit. And making some new trinium ingots, which is nice. This dude is absolutely full of the pattern, I forget what they're called, the pattern things. Hey, what are you doing, mate? I'm busy. Yeah, I need to work on the Thorncraft barrier stone that goes in there. But hey, let's... Whoops, this is the basement. Let's go up to the bedroom and sleep in our bed. So yes, bed kind of just moved. Tried to make it look a little bit nice, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, we got a nice kitchen set up here. Got a couple of extra kitchen counters. Yeah, this nice corner one. And I think stuff that's over here works, right? Like beef jerky, I'm assuming takes beef. Like ground beef. So I'll just double check that stuff over here actually reaches. Yes. Cool. So I'm assuming this will work as well. Which actually I probably could have... Yeah. Nice. Although I haven't got coal in there. I'm sure there's other bits and pieces we'll find as we go along. Enchanting table moved. I did have it kind of reaching around, but I've just wanted that extra fridge of storage. Because yeah, food's annoying. And yeah, we got this fancy pool. Just trying to make it look a little bit nice. It's not anything super amazing, and it drips a little bit. But we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, so got rid of the big eyesore, the tower. That's gone. It's finally gone. Took a long time. Yep, done. Moved our draconic core. He's now sitting out here. Couldn't figure out where else to put him, actually. I was going to put him on top of this, but ran into the same problem where this is an even number. So I think next time I'll be a little bit more careful, but it does mean we get this nice 4x4 elevator. Which is handy. But yeah. Yep, a lot of unused space on the top. Still not sure what I want to do up here. I mean, maybe we could move our blood altar up on top of the factory. I don't know if we actually need like a second floor. I don't know how many more machines we're really going to need. So yeah, this should be all we have to do to the base. This should be it. It should be done. It shouldn't have to get any bigger. Yeah, how did you even get in here, mate? You just walk in. Like, I don't think mobs can spawn. Did I put my big torch back? Yeah, we got that torch there, and there's one over here to stop mobs spawning. Yeah, just carried on that same style, and, you know, I think it looks kind of cool. It's obviously not super detailed, pretty basic, but nicer than what we had before. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. I've created some red coal, which I think just despawned there as opposed to... Wait, are these guys not doing anything? Wait, you don't look like you're doing anything. What is happening here? Oh, you're pointing at that thing. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just to generate a little bit of mana. Making some red coal, which is pretty easy to make. Just uses some GP. And yeah, just chuck coal in here. This guy slowly makes it into red coal, and we end up with red coal, which lasts quite a bit longer. So this is 11,000 ticks, and like regular coal is 1,600. And I'm pretty sure that translates to how much mana you get out of them. I don't think it's any faster, but you just get more out of each piece. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, obviously still some tidying up to do. This is pretty plain here, but I don't know how much time I really want to spend prettying the place up, as opposed to, you know, we got some pretty intense quests to get through. We got to defeat the Chaos Dragon at some point. We got to make one of these at some point. I'm not sure how this thing works, but we need a singularity, so that's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. But yeah, very happy with how the base has turned out. Took a long time. Took a very long time, but won't run out of room anytime soon. I also can't promise it's going to be not messy. Now, I did run into an issue just before where I went through... we're making these mob farms. Essentially, my microphone wasn't being recorded. I didn't check it, so I actually didn't record audio for like 20 minutes of recording. A little bit painful, But what I discovered was we are getting ethaxium ingots from... where was he? These minions of the Gatekeeper. They mostly drop these eldritch scales, but occasionally you do get ethaxium ingots. So I think instead of going the whole... crafting them with these things, that was a pain. These were less of a pain. I think we're going to go for an ultimate mob farm, which doesn't lose any durability. So we'll be able to just chuck this guy in it, and we'll just end up with ethaxium ingots occasionally, along with a bunch of eldritch scales, which, I mean, I guess this is probably used for some stuff. Like, I don't know what we use these for. We can get iron from them. A really complicated way to get iron. And we need... Actually, we could... once we upgrade our Necronomicon, we can get the ultimate one, which maybe we will. Maybe we will. Yeah, I don't know if I've missed anything. Still obviously got a bunch of junk. And a bunch of junk, and a bunch of junk, but I don't just want to chuck it in the system. And this is here to let me know that this is kind of where we've got some channels left over. We're only using like 17 channels on this line, so I wanted to keep track of it for adding more machines. Because, yeah, that's the thing. But hey, I think we'll come back next time. We're going to have ethaxium ingots, and I think that's... Like, we can make this, we can make these, we can make them, we can make all this. I think that's everything. Aside from primal metal. I forgot completely about primal metal. So I guess next episode we're working towards primal metal. I forgot we needed this ingot. Well, yep. Stoked with the base, and we're getting pretty close, aside from primal metal, is the last major thing holding us back from chroma steel. But I did really need to sort the base at some point, and I think, yeah, very time consuming, but something that needed to happen. And yeah. So, it's been ClassicDuff. You've been watching the episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.